Alrighty, hello my beautiful darlings and welcome back to Satisfactory. I may or may not have been tinkering. Let's just say I have been. I have been. And I do want to show you guys everything, but right now, let's just show you a bit of an overview first. And then we'll take a closer look-see, and then we got some stuff to turn on too. And maybe some bells. Maybe. Alright. So this is how our aluminium slash battery facility is looking like so far. And I'm not mad at it. I think honestly it's taking shape and it looks good. And the train station area, I'll take care of that off screen honestly, because I don't know what I'm gonna do yet besides the big light that I added to the outside. And we got all of these beautiful iron nodes down here. I haven't touched them. And we can still access them and put a building in between here if we need to or want to. Or both. But I did add a bit more bits and bobs to the structure here. And honestly, I think it looks good. And made sure it looks a bit more secured to the ground. And since I really did not want to go around with the chainsaw or the boomba sticks and remove any of the greenery because they're pretty. Hence why we're building up high. Just like in Fallout, we are building up high. So, see, it looks way more secure. Tiny bit futuristic, I would say. And even though the architecture this time around is a bit more in your face and futuristic and brutalistic and a tiny bit modern, I'm not mad at it. And even though I kept the color palette on the aluminium slash battery side pretty dull, it looks good here because the nature surrounding our spot is great. But regarding our refinery area for ingots, I went a tiny bit ham and had to play around with some shapes. I'm still not sure how I feel about it yet. But the outside, this part here, right here, that looks spectacular. And because we are moving coal, normal coal this way, compacted coal that way, I did try to take into account how we could make it into a feature and also not get in the way of us moving around. So that's why we have this here. And I was thinking about adding some railings too, coloring it, and some pillars here. But besides that, I think it looks good. And you've got two ways to get in to the refinery area. So the downstairs and the main production floor. And I make sure there is plenty of headspace, and also there is plenty of room for hypertubes. Oh yeah. Alright, moving on. Moving on. Here, I was thinking about adding in some glass to the front here. But I'm still not sure, because it kind of looks cool by itself. And I think by adding in a bit more shapes around here, once the other two sides of the building is done, I think keeping this simple here will be a good thing. Alright. So let's tinker along with the coal. All of the coal. Alright. So, as you guys know, we were working on setting up some super duper fuel. And we're only using 3 nodes. They are fully overticked, but we are only using 3. And with those 3, making heavy oil residue and polymer resin, even though the polymer resin at the moment is still getting munched by the muncher. We are gonna produce enough super duper fuel, aka turbo fuel, for 210 fuel journeys if we want to. I'm just gonna let that sink in for a bit. And while I was working on the math, making sure, triple checking everything, all of the pumps, all of the belts, all of the pumps again, and triple checking my math, because when I saw 210 Jennies, it was a bit startling. And speaking of startling, let's just sit down here, turn off flight mode, because overview is done. That means we can spend some time underground. Alright. So, we are making heavy oil residue in the pinkish, purplish refineries. And then the heavy oil residue will get sent into here. And instead of adding way too many fuel refineries, because if I didn't fully overtake these, let's just say the number of refineries we would need were even more ridiculous than 210. jennies to eat up all of the super duper fuel. So I think this is a better payoff. And I haven't roofed this section yet because once again I was playing around with the shapes because I had a dumb idea that I wanted this section out here to slope and have a tier, and yes, I know they are turned off because I didn't want to turn these babies on without you guys. So hence why I haven't turned them on yet. But they're all connected, they're all ready to go. And we can see our temporary storage unit for the compacted coal whistling about. It's so nice. Right, let's start with this one. And then we're gonna let it fill up. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Ooh. While that is doing its thing, I kind of feel like we need to do a bit of recoloring. And we got product coming out. Oh, this is exciting. And even though the math doing this without a spreadsheet, and yes, with Kata, I did see your comment. And I didn't say what I said last time to bash anybody. But I'm not a spreadsheet kind of girl unless we're talking about setting up a budget. Then I do not mind doing a spreadsheet. Otherwise, I like figuring out this stuff on the fly most of the time. Since it's a very, very good way to keep your brain engaged. Oh, and another bonus for getting all of these beauties on. And triple checking everything once again. Yes. We get to check all of the piping and do some coloring, which is always a fun time. And let's get that one. And the reason why I have these pipes colored in a different color were to make sure when I did set up the systems with the refinery and the piping, I knew exactly how many machines I were to set up because of the coloring. And also that meant I didn't have to go back and forth recounting the same thing multiple times. And here is all of our piping work plus the compacted coal. And it's nicely tucked away, even though this looks somewhat chaotic. There's a method to my madness. Mainly because even though this is mainly pipes in the structure, lots of pipes so far, I still wanted it to look busy and also make sense. So this is my extra little storage for the compacted coal. So we got redundancy system, so to speak, and this is the redundancy system. And I may or may not have gone overboard once again, which is quite normal at this point. But look, things are moving and grooving and it's looking fantastic, even though this is just compacted coal. But look, and if there should be any issues, I still got an empty port here that we can raise up, move along here. Send over this way. And add it into the system here, if need be. So, redundancy system, love it. Now, let's see how we are doing with the super duper fuel. That is starting to look promising. Yes, it is. Oh, joy. And next we're gonna have to work on the fusion cube thingies. Because I'm pretty sure I'm making the first 3 other parts for the elevator, and this time around I do want to do nuclear power, even though I don't think it's going to be necessary, but I do want to tinker with it. That's just for fun to see. Good. It's not too full because all of that is going downstairs. I said downstairs, actually. Let's do that. Glorious sight. All right. So all of it is heading downstairs here. And you guys can see the piping. So it is doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing, so must be a tiny bit sneaky for this flying squirrel, since we're not flying at the moment. So this is gonna be our base level, so to speak. I only laid it out a tiny bit for what I might need. And so far everything is doing what they're supposed to be doing, which is fantastic. There you are. Well, since we are not in flight mode anymore, so this is the downstairs level where I made sure there is plenty of space for storing the super duper fuel. So it comes from upstairs into this and then spreads out to the entire system, because we are gonna produce more than enough super duper fuel. I just wanted to make sure that we had more than enough store space. So whenever I feel like I wanna go nuts and place down a shit ton of fuel journeys, I do not need to worry about, do I have enough power? The answer is gonna be yes, because we can build more. And we still got more oil. So if we need to, we can expand even more. And the reason why we're doing this is because for doing the nuclear shenanigans, not only are we gonna need the drones, but we are gonna need a decent amount of power to start up the nuclear site before we get any power. Make sense? Well, I hope so. And don't worry, I will repeat myself once we get to that stage, which I do hope. Since the wonderful Coffee Stain Studio are gonna put Satisfactory on the new Unreal Engine. Oh. Which is awesome, but also kind of scary. And they're gonna update a lot of areas in game to improve it and make it even more nicer, which is again awesome. But that also gives me some problems for sure, because all of the places they wanna improve and make nicer is all of the places I have something going on. And yes, I know I can use the calculator, Satisfactory calculator, to move my facilities. The problem is, it's not gonna help. I already looked at my save in the calculator, and let's just say it doesn't look good. And that's why I said I hope we get to go to nuclear power, but I don't have high hopes. I do not have high hopes. Even though at the moment they had to delay the release date for update 8 for Satisfactory. Which happens, anybody that knows anything about games or game developments knows that sometimes it happens. Does it suck? Yes. But on the other side, that means I got more time with update 7 here before everything goes kablooey, so to speak. Unfortunately, not in the fun way. With bumper sticks. Which is a shame. But on the other hand, I'm also curious to see what my current situation will look like in the updated version of Satisfactory that we will get. How bad is the nature gonna screw with my factories? Because last time we had a major update, let's just say my one plastic facility got eaten up by rocks. It looked funny. But not savable, unfortunately. Oh, shoot. Oh, we might have to recolor that. Who am I kidding? Of course we will need to recolor that. Ay, ay, ay. Because something tells me it's gonna look stupid with one pink square floor tile. So. And that needs to be gray. And since that is done, we can add in the wall again. But yeah, update 8 is gonna be very exciting. And Coffee Stain has released, well, a decent amount of videos on this subject. Not to mention Total Eclipse, Kibitz. They have talked about it too. So, if you guys want to know exactly what's gonna happen, you can watch any of their videos. I'm just gonna be silly and just give you the cliff notes. Now, can we do that? Yes, we can. Oh, this hover pack is fantastic. Oh, yes, indeed.
I strongly advise you to harvest this specimen.
Well, you can advise me all that you want to, Ada. I am not gonna grab any of your summer sloops or immersive whatever thingies. Not until we get the story mode. Once we do get the story mode, I'll be happy to go around pick up every single one that I can find. High, low. We'll find it. And we will pick them up. See, now this needs to be our custom color here. There we go. Much better. Sometimes it's nice to do these little smaller things. Did we need to do these? Well, yes, and also no. But it's gonna look so much better. Abso-freaking-lutely. So, we are doing it. And also, later, if you need to go check your pipes, it's nice having them color-coded so you know exactly where they're going, what they're doing, and what's in there, without having to literally click on the pipe. So we can call it a pipe hack. Yes, we can. All right. Oh, look at all of this. How are we doing with flow rate? Oh, it's getting up there. And the pressure is going to keep building, which is going to help with making sure that the fuel is going to end up inside of. Let me through. Thank you. The fuel jellies. Oh, should we paint them red too? Or yellow. No? Let's paint them red. Why not? And I think we almost have enough fuel built up so we can turn on the fuel jennies. Oh, we should get the upstairs ones too. Yeah. So nice not having to need a ton of freaking pipes with those nice little I know the name, pipeline pumps on it. That is nice though. That never ever gets old. And I'm pretty sure this is gonna look very busy once everything is up and rolling. Yeah. Let's get back upstairs. We got movement. Good. Good, good, good. And that still looks nice and healthy. They are all hunky-dory in here. So back upstairs. Oh, one of the big things in update 8 that is gonna be amazing is Lumen. Essentially, your factories are gonna look dope. And also, lighting is gonna be key. Of course, you can turn it off if you need to or want to, depending on how good your system is. Is that the one we need? Yeah. Boy, oh boy, are those noisy. Okie dokie, artichoke. Oh, this is so nice. Haha. I did not fall. Yay. But yeah, Lumen. That's gonna be something else. Which means... Oh, that means I gotta go through all of my factories to make sure that I have lighting in them. That might be fun, but also a tiny bit annoying. Well, you know what, guys? I say we're gonna let this shenanigans run for a bit by itself. And let's go sightseeing. But yeah, the area is actually taking shape. And it's not too shabby. And since the power at the moment is not a issue at all, let's go poke Mr. Bean. Beanie! Beanie! Bean, would you please... Would you please stand still, dude? Oh no. He's ready to teleport into another dimension. Oh, are you mad at me because I know you can do that? Figures. That's my theory on beans. They are not normal creatures of this planet. They are interdimensional travelers. Not to mention the doggos. How else will they find nuclear waste in a barrel just like that? Hmm? But I did wanna... Okay, the beans are no help today. None. But I did wanna say thank you to the beanies. A, they are not inside of my factory, for once. B, they haven't laughed at me today. At all. Alright, let's try and get up on top of this room. Let's see. Yeah. Zoom! That steppy step effect that I made. Oh, that is gonna look sick. So I dare say we have made some progress. I know it's been a lot of looking around today. But sometimes that is a good thing. I do not need the bacon, even though yum, bacon. But if we see some red berries, we could pick some of those up. Bye, buddy. I love passive mode, honestly. One of the best things added besides the blueprinter. Look. This way we get to enjoy the wildlife without having to send them on holiday. So that's another thing they're gonna be working on. Creatures. So we're gonna get 2 new types of bulls, fluffy tails, hawks. One will be trying to charge you and push you down from up high. So if they were to put one here, I think that could be deadly. And also, I think they said something about caves. I'm not sure what they said about caves, but I do like cave diving. 1 little fluffy, 2 little fluffies. It's a fluffy convention. Why can't they all just behave like that? fluffy convention. That never gets old. But yeah. I think they said something about wanting to update caves. They were a bit evasive regarding talking about it, so we shall see. Ooh, maybe they're gonna ooh, maybe they're gonna hide more cassettes for the boombox and hopefully add some more sulfur notes. That would be lovely. I have already been around the map today. Hey buddies. Hi. Already been around the map today. More than once. Because in preparation for nuclear annihilation, I am trying to locate the necessary materials that we will be needing. Besides the aluminium, we are, of course, nuclear material, but also lots of sulfur. And thankfully, past me was kind enough to future me to not utilizing all of the sulfur nodes. And yes, I guess you can say I'm being a bit ruthless with using... Fine. Using the sulfur to make compacted coal. But honestly, it's the best recipe for fuel. I do not care. Fight me. Ooh. Oh yeah. Note to self, do not fall off here. But something like this, they're gonna fix too. Which is gonna be nice. Not that it's too bad, but you know, it bugs my brain. It really does. And that's no shade to Coffee Stain, because I love this game. If I didn't, I wouldn't be playing it, or talking about it, or doing stupid stuff. Ooh, that way. I think there's a bull here somewhere. Or two. Might be two. So yeah, a lot of things will be improved, changed, shuffled. In update 8. So do not be surprised if we will have to start over again. Where is... I hear shimmering. There, baby? Alright. Yeah, I think it's up there. The shimmer sound. Oh! I can see my house from here. Kinda. Now can we get up there maybe? Doesn't look like it. But can we get over? Maybe. Did I mention I have a tendency to do dumb stuff in video games? Thank you, autosave. You're not helping. What button did I press? But since I have been building for many hours and my... Ooh, berry! My attention span is used, to say the least. So look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a lot of fluffies in one spot. Thank you guys. Bye guys. But since I already knew my extension span would be next to none, I knew I would be building up high. Ooh, berries. Up high. I did allow myself to cheat. So otherwise I would have died so many times today already. Ah. Swampy, swampy. I don't know if you guys remember how the swamp used to look like before they made it look all gloomy. At first I was kind of skeptical and a tiny bit upset because you were used to seeing it one way. But as soon as I saw it in game, when they did finish the update of the swamp, let's just say I kind of like it a lot. And I still think it's the perfect spot for a Halloween build if we had Halloween items in this game. Oh, so this is gonna be one of the fellas they are gonna upgrade a couple of. And they hurt a lot if they were to hit you. I have died to them many a times. Come on, let me up. Well, stick to the shade. And speaking of updates, I think I did see something about Fallout 4 getting a tiny bit of a upgrade as well from Bethesda. Not to mention, we might get some more Creation Club items. Which, again, is awesome. And also, if you do play Fallout 4, my friend the Lost Ranger has put up a build challenge. And I will do my dangest to try and do the challenge as well. Even though it's been a while since I've been in Fallout 4, because this game kind of hijacked me. Yes. But I do miss Fallout 4. I honestly do. Not to mention... Oh, look at this. This is beautiful. Oh, shit. That's not that deep. That's kind of concerning, isn't it? Oh, well. Don't worry, Fluffy. Titan trees. Oh, they're gonna fix the hitbox on that too. See? It's kind of ridiculous at the moment. Not that I mind. The reason why we're also running through here besides the berries and also being able to talk about update 8 a bit and speculate and Fallout 4 is because this way I get to see a bit more of the wonderful area of Satisfactory, because we do need to find a spot for our future nuclear area as well. And the best way to do that, I feel like, is just to go sightseeing. Enjoy the nature of this game. Get stuck in trees. So yeah, they are gonna update a lot of stuff, for sure. And also, if you're a Fallout 4 player, do check out The Lost Ranger. And if I do remember, I will leave a link in the description box down below, if I do remember. I can see home from here. Yes. I love these trees. They're so stinking cool. Oh, did we land close to the sulfur here? Nope. Because honestly, I can't remember if we used it or not. But yeah, this world is taking shape. I do like playing with shapes. It's fun. Lots of fun. But next time we will have to turn on the fuel jennies and also add more fuel jennies. So it's gonna be a lot of piping. And not to toot my own building horn, but I think I did manage to make this look alien AF. Alrighty. Well, hopefully I will see you all in the next one. Please take care of yourself and pet the doggos, scratch the kitties, hug your loved ones, and yeah. Ciao, guys.